welcome back to Love, Lies, and Lace Fronts, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. Guys, look at Jasmine's hair. I mean, look at the color. It's very interesting. And that's a wig. I mean, I've never seen a wig in an off color. I guess that maybe is supposed to be new kind of look. Immediately old. I'm not sure. You guys tell me down below. What do you think of the new hair? Anyway, so Jasmine goes live. She comes live the first time. I guess there was something going on. She came back a second time. So she's eating her dinner, which consists of some meat. I mean, Jasmine is basically a carnivore, period. She loves meat. So she's sitting there eating her meat, and someone named Jem basically is like, look, you look a little swollen. Are you not concerned about preeclampsia? I am paraphrasing. And Jasmine, as you can see, I kind of snapped the picture as she was looking at the comment, and I don't think that she liked it very much. So after this, you're going to see that somebody kind of responds back to this person, Jem, basically saying like, Jasmine is not swollen. Basically, you're being a hater and it's not nice, and rude comments are going to be deleted. Basically, legal action will be taken, okay, if you come to this live and you say mean things to Jasmine. Well, talking to someone about a medical condition that your own doctor has talked to you about, that you have vlogged about, isn't necessarily being mean. So here's Jasmine looking very smug and hurt and victim. And then someone else remarks and says, talking about high-risk pregnancies and et cetera, is not really nice, and we shouldn't be talking about that because a lot of women lose their babies and babies lose their lives, and basically taking what someone said about what Jasmine said about having being high risk, maybe having to deliver early, maybe having high blood pressure, and all of these different things, all of the things that Jasmine has already said, somebody made a comment about. Then someone decides that it was rude because she's commenting on it. And maybe it is. Maybe it is. And maybe in normal circumstances, nobody would even say anything like that. But this is social media, and Jasmine talks about her business. She talks about her cooch. She talks about infections. She talks about everything. And we can't talk about high blood pressure as Black women, which is one of the #1 killers of Black women. It's the silent killer for women, period. And preeclampsia is something that doesn't get talked about enough. Preeclampsia is something that people don't talk about enough. And she has talked about it in her vlogs, but we can't talk to her about it. Her audience cannot ask her questions, which I find is weird. Anyway, so she's enjoying her meat dinner, and just kind of, you know, the kids are getting ready for bed. The kids ate the rest of the chicken, just the normal whatever. She stopped a couple of times because she did have to get a delivery. I guess there was a delivery, maybe Walmart or something. Whoever it was delivering some more school supplies for the kids. And then Olivia enters the chat. Is the baby kicking a lot today? And Jasmine says, yeah, a little bit more. I wasn't really paying attention, but now that you mention it, yes, the baby was kicking some, and you know, and yes. And but yeah, just really riding the wave of the negativity. It's like Olivia comes in and like a dark cloud ascends onto the chat because this is one angry woman. So earlier in the afternoon, Olivia goes live to address your girl, because Olivia was not happy about the live last night. She was rather offended, guys, because she feels like, am I just such a bad person? Am I some sort of a loser that I can't get an apartment? And look, to some people's opinion, they might think so. I don't know. Let's listen to a little bit, and I'll be back in just a second.
Oh, it had to be in her mom's name, or it had to be something unimaginable, because there's no way she's that much of a boss. There's no way she could do all that on her own. I did. I made it happen on my own. That apartment in Texas, I wasn't evicted from it. Wasn't evicted. I broke my lease. I keep telling y'all, I don't have no reason to be real with y'all. Like, I mean, I don't have no reason to not be real with y'all, to not keep it real. I've never been evicted from an apartment or a house or anything. What are y'all laughing at? Hold on, y'all. And people are like, oh, that's so believable. Why is it believable? Because I've been evicted out of so many places? That's why it's believable? Girl, boo. Like I said, y'all too old for this. Y'all too old, in your 50s. And shout out to all my older women on your grinds. Not out here trying to tear down the 30-year-olds and the 20-year-olds. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all giving us guidance and not trying to tear us down for every mistake we make. I love y'all. Shout out to y'all. Y'all the real bosses, okay? But these old, and I'm sorry, I have to say old because they're too old for this. I keep saying that. And I don't mean old in a disrespectful way because guess what? We all get old. I'm gonna get old. I'm gonna be 50 someday. But I guarantee you, when I'm 50, I'm not gonna be nowhere talking about no 20-year-old, 25-year-old, 30-year-old. Girl, boo. Look, I look like. If I ever am, y'all better slap me. Okay. You better be like, girl, you better get your ass with your old ass. It's not cute. And some of your old ass friends should be telling you, sis, it's not cute. At all. Hold on, y'all.
First off, Olivia, getting an apartment does not make you a boss. It just really doesn't. I mean, you're 31 years old. If you're 21 and you're securing your own apartment and things like that, that's impressive for a young woman. But 31 with 3 kids, are you kidding me? You know, the thing is with Olivia, even and Jasmine, the bottom line is that basics are basics. And the fact that you haven't realized that the basic shit you used to do at 20 is no longer cute at 30, the sooner that you're going to level up. But if you think saying that you got an apartment on your own is some boss bitch shit, girl, you're not hanging with bosses, because that is nothing boss about obtaining basic housing. It's just absolutely not. And the fact that you think it is misleading your audience, and girl, you're just telling on yourself of how basic you really are.
Look, y'all, it's 11 people up in here. Look. It's been 11 people in here for a minute. Well, now it's 11. But
makes you a boss at 31 years old. And the rude awakening will be once she realizes that, yeah, that just doesn't do. Just like these women who are in the Galleria Mall in front of the Louis Vuitton store, shaking their asses thinking that is okay and that's cute and that's the way to really operate out here in this world, and that it's not going to make you look whorish, okay? And that even though people are looking, it's an oddity. It's out of place. That's what makes people stop. But the gag is that the more people get used to it, what they're not going to do eventually is think that this is even weird anymore, that there's something wrong with it. So Olivia does all of this basic stuff. She gets on Instagram, she gets on her YouTube, and she twerkulates. She's in sheer undergarments. She acts, whorish, basic, slutty, in my opinion. And we kind of go eyes blind to it. So she and Jasmine have a tendency to go into this victim mode. And what happens? We hear it so much, we just don't even really hear it anymore. It just doesn't even resonate because it becomes normal. It becomes part of the wallpaper. And these girls do a really good job at making people feel sorry for them, because if they truly were bosses, if they were truly doing something, people would see that and wouldn't be feeling sorry for them. Yeah, in my opinion, I think that the more that they can make people feel sorry for them, that they can look wounded, they can look hurt, and then flip the script and be mad and be like, I wish somebody would, or I'm just not going to pay attention to the negativity anymore because those people are haters, those people are this, those people are that. You can't talk about any kind of developed idea. You can't talk about anything and have any sort of conversation, but these women go live and talk about nothing. Jasmine came on live to literally eat her food. It wasn't a mukbang. Mukbangs are most of the time at least a little more interesting. Even if they're just eating their food, it's a mukbang, it's ASMR. She literally came on, turned on the camera, and expected you guys to watch her eat. She had nothing to say, nothing to offer, no updates, no nothing. I just came on to eat my food, and that was it. Olivia came on to bitch and complain about something that she feels like she needs to set the record straight for the millionth time about who she is and who she's not. I mean, if I were her, I would be exhausted trying to kind of tell people and make people aware of how I fit into this whole thing and trying to claim my space. If you think that you're a boss and you think that you're a bad bitch, you shouldn't have to be telling people all the time and always setting the record straight about something that someone has done. I mean, yes, it is kind of part of the YouTube culture. People do answer, people do go back and forth, people do reaction videos and all of those things. But at the end of the day, to play victim, that people are actually really hurting you and that you feel damaged, at the end of the day, girl, bye. Girl, bye. Guys, if you like commentary like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.